All right, we should be back. Are we back? We should be back. Ah, man, this is so frustrating. My encoder crashed on me laptop. Welcome back. Thank you. All right. Can you tell everyone in the chat to refresh? Everyone in the chat, refresh. Spawning up at the top right, it is Zown. Up 2-0. His opponent spawning down on the bottom left for Rock Esports. It is Spirit. Trying to switch to Protoss, but not allowed. Because that is, well, that's how it works. So frustrating. That is so frustrating. Greenert. Just after we got a crash. Just after we got a crash. How could you? All right. I gotta find a way to stabilize the encoder. I don't know why it's crashing so much. It might just be that my laptop is not super viable for streaming. Oh. It is quite telling though that Spirit was willing to switch to Protoss for game 5 or game 3. I love lying with statistics. Man. All right. So, Spirit, what are we going for? Quickish second barracks. There are still some very powerful pushes you can do, by the way. Very powerful pushes you can do. It is going to be a double mine drop out of Speed It. I think Cure has unlocked some really, really powerful pushes. Has figured them out. Figured out what to do. Both players supply blocked at 54 for just a moment, and then they both finish their supply structure at almost the exact same moment to get them up to 62. If that's not solidarity, then I don't know what is. You have a Templar Archives coming in. And this is something that's becoming increasingly more common I believe Nightmare has been doing it. We've seen Classic doing it a fair bit. Staying on 2 bases. Rushing up Storm. Because if you get up a quick Storm, it is real difficult for the Terran to kill you. If the Terran can't kill you, then you get more Storms. Ooh, nice little snipe right there. Did come at a cost of a lot of HP. Was that worth it? Yeah. He also killed the Tech Lab. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually a misplay, right? Well, no, it's going to be fine because he'll generate the 50 energy by the time a push comes through. In this case, it's actually a good play. In many cases, energy recharging a High Templar that has just used its energy is a very bad move. So if you just feedback and then energy recharge a High Templar, instead of getting double Storm, you're dropping down to single Storm. Just not optimal. Not optimal at all. Very important with a unit like the High Templar that is so valuable and so powerful to squeeze every ounce of value you can out of it. It's your responsibility as a Protoss player. Stim combat shields +1 weapons. Nice timing from Spirit. All going to finish up very well synced up. Got a little tank push coming. High Templar. They're looming. And they're ready to fight. This is a fight that Zaun is very ready to take. High Templar do not storm immediately. But they didn't need to, and now they will behind us. Link forward in on top of the army. Spirit does manage to kind of wiggle his way out of this. He's going to be kiting back quite nicely, but his army is low on HP. And that was... Oh, hang on. Drop on the other side of the map. Going to get deflected. And there is a feedback waiting in 3 energy. That is a kill on this. Okay, yeah. Now, if he feedbacks, that will be a dead medevac. It just passed the half its HP. Ooh, triple drop on the left side. Spirit trying to really create some chaos. The Widowmine drop actually did get saved. Wonder if he could reach this with a Storm, actually. He doesn't know it's exactly where it is. Oh, another medevac drop moving out to the right side. It's going to be a full-on base trade. Probe's going to fall very quickly, but so too will SCVs on the other side of the map. Now, we do see a couple of Widowmines burrowing up. Oh, target fire on top of the Warp Prism initially would have been amazing there. Zealous do get into the main base. Storm on the SCVs. Is that the best call? Not really. He actually kills one of his own High Templar there. I mean, the first Storm was very good. The second one, maybe not amazing. We are going to see the drop coming in. One of them does get killed off. Second one getting feedbacked. The triple drop on the other side is scary. Energy recharge was used. And there are... Ooh, there's a double Storm here. And soon to be another Storm available. Zaun, oh, he didn't drop the Storm. Spirit catches him not paying attention. That might be an opportunity for Spirit to actually do something now in this game. Medevacs, though, are out of juice. On the other side of the map, Widowmines are slowly but surely cleaning up this army. Spirit, does he actually have this game now? Probes are pulling into this. There's a lot of army supply. Where is it actually for Zaun? Is it all in the Prism? There's 3 High Templar in the Prism. Not getting that Storm from Zaun might actually cost him this game. Yep, and it will. It will cost him this game, I think. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Widowmine set up in the main base to deal with the Storm drop. Zaun has lost his Nexus. All of them. All of his Nexi, all of his probes. At worst, this is a draw. But this should be a 1 game for Spirit. Storms are going to come through. Ooh, they do kill a little bit of the bio. Nice dodge right there. Get the High Templar water balloons. He actually does get a kill on the Marauder with the Storm there. There are, I believe, 2 Storms left, but Zaun is going to lose all of his structures. Spirit does have... Yeah, he's still got multiple orbitals. Yeah, Spirit's got this game for sure. Storm's coming through. Medivacs do not have a lot of juice, but they don't need a lot of juice. There it is. GG gets called. Zaun actually does tap out, and Spirit does put one on the board. Okay. High Templar auto attack should free Tiny Storms. Man, I am very annoyed about my encoder. I need to figure that out. I really need to figure that out. Oh, okay. We're going to have a 3-minute break for this one. You only have this issue for like a month, maybe more. Yeah, but it's a pretty problematic issue. All right, we're going to run 3 minutes of ads real quick. It's very annoying. Especially since I've been streaming for 6 hours now? 7 hours? 7 hours. So to have the viewership that we kind of worked hard for and been grinding, have it get basically reset to a third of what it was, feels not amazing. Not amazing. But it is what it is. All right, I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, folks. We are into the game, and we are... Here we go, getting into it. Spawning down on the bottom left, it is Zown. Getting NGB blocked by this man. Oh, SCV. Boom. Just in time. First blood. Spawning up the top left, it's Spirit for Rock Esports. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. I realized I needed to switch some laundry over. Oh. Dreamer. Oh. There we go. There we go. We're going to use Funka's Observing for a little bit. Oh, nice grenade. Spirit did really cook in that game, game number 3. Ooh, 2 probes getting picked off. That's quite nice. Able to save the SCV on the other side of the map as well. Look at this. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It is going to be a Twilight Council opener once again. I mean, with the power of the Templar, there's just not much reason to open any other way at this point, it feels like. And that's coming from someone that has really been a proponent of the Stargate opener. I think Stargate openers are awesome. I wish we saw them more. All right. Where next is going to get fired up? Sentry. Let's take control again. You'll notice that this gets less smooth and less good. We're dropping the auto turret, but he didn't realize there was already a shield battery. That means he... Oh. He switches targets to the shield battery late, sure. But he didn't even take down the shields. Wow. 200 shields, 200 HP. Makes the shield battery a very tanky building. Spirit will switch targets to probes after that one stalker, well, loses most of its shield, well, all of its shields and a tiny bit of its HP. Only gets one probe as a result of it. Oh. Double drop gonna move to the left side. Zown saw this. Oh. But Spirit sees the observer. Right? This sneaky attempted drop. Oh. The Observer ends up seeing it anyways. Does cost Zaun a single Stalker. Was building gates behind it. But he's up to, well, he's about to be with 6 gates done. This is a big army. Storm and Charge, though, about to complete for Zaun, and that is the big moment. Where his army goes from strong to very strong. 4 storms available. There's one. Oh, he didn't actually drop the second one off this High Templar, even though it was very low on HP. Second storm does whiff pretty hard. Spirit is actually pulling ahead in supply. Oh, that's a slow warp pylon out of Zaun. Uh-oh. That's going to cost him, well, at least a little bit of damage in the main base, losing one of those warping in zealots. Still won't give Spirit much momentum yet. But it's certainly better than nothing. Down late into a forge, and Spirit is pretty quickly into that +1 armor. Oh, this is a good position for this drop in the main base. Spirit will be able to find that 1 High Templar in the back. It does get energy recharge, but it's not going to save the Nexus. Zaun getting kind of dragged hither and thither by the nice little maneuverings of Spirit with those medevacs. And now on the bottom side, oh, that is a recall that has not a lot of power to it. Immortal will get taken down. Spirit's going to need to lift up and get out, and he will, saving the majority of those bio units. Really, really nice stuff out of Spirit. And all of a sudden, he finds himself up a base. Even in workers. Up 2 upgrades. And a Ghost Academy done. This is looking very promising for a Game 5 all of a sudden after a brutal start to this for Spirit. Oh, that wouldn't mind friendly firing pretty hard. Zealot run by, though, on the other side of the map will start to go to work. High Templar, one of them does get sniped. There's another double Storm High Templar behind it on the front line. On the other side of the map, the Zealots of Zaun will find the 2 little bio units on their own. Will kill them. Zaun's main Nexus has just refinished mere moments ago, and he's about to have +1 weapons. So Zaun's about to get back into this game economically and in terms of the upgrades. Oh, a couple of probes go down somewhere. Oh, auto turret in the natural. Ah. Zaun is actually way oversaturated at his 3rd. And main and natural are undersaturated. Oh my god, the command center survives on 14 HP. 3 more zealots, 4 more zealots, in fact, going to be sent over to try and deny this big storm in the middle of the map on that clump of bio. EMP does land, though. Drains the energy of the other High Templar that was at least ready for a single storm, if not 2. Oh, that will be a cancel on this command center after all, as those zealots just sweep in. Very nice little move from Zaun to, well, to just set up for that. Did Spirit kill the Observer? Evidently. Next battle is going to show us a dead Observer. Or a dead Zealot. What? Huh? Yep, Zaun has only made 1 Observer in this game. Ooh, Stalkers kind of find the army here a little bit, but Zaun is in some trouble with these units. If he gets away with just 2 Stalkers dying, that is actually pretty good. Relative to how bad it could have been, I should say. Observer being produced here, the auto turret. Oh, he feedbacks the Raven. That is a weird choice. Doesn't even save him the Stalker. Yeah, now he just doesn't have High Templar energy. Spirit is moving into the natural. There's a double drop in the main base as well. A couple of High Templar are there. He could feedback the medevacs, but they're already low on juice. We are going to see Spirit going after this Nexus will kill it. Double Storm kind of stacked up there from Zound. Not the best. But the blink forward is very good, finding 2 of those fully loaded medevacs. Spirit in the main. If he can target down that forge, that would be huge. That would be huge if he gets the +2 weapons, but he won't. He will not. He does kill 17 probes. Zound has this Nexus on the right side. His units are all over the place. His probes. He needs to send stuff back to work. But army supply for now is very close. Spirit and actually army value is massively in favor of Zound at this point. Wow. Spirit's getting very close to 2-2. He's got a lot of ghosts, which are very tanky. And obviously going to be really good for the EMPs, really good for the storms. EMP trying to blanket underneath the prism. It ends up baiting out a ton of High Templar, or a ton of ghost energy. The Archons weren't numerous enough to go and do anything. We do see the Marine sniping the Warp Prism here, but is there enough for Zound to keep pushing? He's going to find every single ghost at the front line. Another one does pop out. Widowmines will burrow on top of this. Oh, they're pretty good Widowmine hits. They are pretty good Widowmine hits. Spirit will hold. He's got a massive eco lead. Zound is continuing to long-distance mine while there's an empty main mineral line here. It's a little bit awkward, but obviously he was focused completely on the fight. Main or natural nexus will recomplete. We got a lot of stuff happening in Zound's base, I should say, and most of it is not great. But the big deal, Spirit is 2-2 versus 2-0. And he is cooking. Down. I struggle to think of a world where he is not cooked. He is not just out of this game. Actually, that's not true. Big storms land on an army. Zound can survive. But EMP is going to make it so that those High Templar storms on the right side are a pipe dream. Not going to be an opportunity. Spirit is playing quite carefully. The goal right now, it seems, may very well be to just deny the 5th base. Down, though, I mean, this is a lot of charge loss right here. Where's the rest of Spirit's army is my question. Medevac dropped the first one in the main base. Does get taken down. There is the reinforcements now. But the charge loss, we're able to find a couple of units. Ooh, almost a massive set of Mind Drags. Instead, it's a bunch of big Widowmine hits on the Zealots. Zound has survived until Colossus. And he didn't lose his 5th base. I have 6 probes right here. Click, 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 click. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. I'm not cheering for Zound. I just really don't like the numbers when they're red. I'm just really OCD about this kind of stuff. +3 weapons about to complete for Zound. He is still obviously down in upgrades. But for the moment, he's actually mining more in terms of minerals. He's also going to find... Oh, wow, that's a lot of SCVs all stacked up. High Templar does get a decent little storm there. And we've got a bit of a problem with the number of medevacs. There's 6 medevacs, but 3 of them are very much just chilling outside the main base, and those are the only ones with energy. The other 3 are fully out of juice. Spirit is actually so overstimmed right now. He's getting the medevac energy upgrade, and he does have this healing shrine. I kind of didn't think there would be an opportunity for him to sit in it, but well, would love to see him put all the wounded units in there, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, where'd the double drop go from the main? Oh, okay, it gets re-rallied over to the front line. Spirit? What a motley crew of upgrades right here. +1 oh, hold that thought. Engagement in the middle of the map. Guardian Shield. It is available. +1 armor is coming through. Zound is still alive, and he is nearly maxed out at this point. Actually, he's maxing out. 198 supply, about to be on 6 bases. Zealot run by will get found and very quickly murked. very, very quickly. That is a fully juiced medevac. Feedback would drop it down to just 3 HP. This 6th base of Zound will get taken out. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Zealot run by... Oh, wow, that is a lot of Zealots on the other side of the map. Vikings do find one of the Colossi. It does have his extended thermal lance. The second one also in some big trouble here. High Templar does not have energy for a storm. The 3 on the right, I believe, all do. Somehow the supplies are still even, but that's because there's so many Zealots on the other side of the map. Snipe coming in on top of the Zealots, but there's still High Templar causing a problem. The Vikings not doing what they need to be doing, but Colossus are coming back through. Both sides have lost a lot. Stalkers, though, will clean up the Vikings before they can kill this Colossus. 2 Colossus with +3 weapons. They still do very, very well, especially in a fight like this where they're fighting mostly Marines. Spirit, you got to get out of here. He is late to retreat, but he is able to get out in time. Oh, boy, that was... That was fine. That was fine. Colossus, though, did kind of crank. Kind of go to work. Spirit, repumping SCVs. He did save this command center, which is a big deal. If he doesn't save this, he's actually maybe in some kind of big trouble in this game, at least economically. But as it is, he can still mine very well. Down has lost so many Nexi in this game. 4 Nexi have died. Oh, High Templar. Oh, big EMP. Massive EMPs. Robo facility was killed. Where's the nuke? Where's the nuke? Oh, it's right here. No, it's where? I have no idea. Now I'm going to try and base trade this one, but Spirit's got the planetary at home. It will get cracked and taken down. Down only has 1 High Templar on the field right now, and is not mining any gas at the moment. As far as I can tell, he's got 11 gas income for a moment. Going to be down to just 1 Nexus in the main base. Yeah, there's no gas there. All right, Spirit is going to force a game number 5. At this point, it is written in stone. Down, definitely missing quite a few storms. And by that, I mean a lot of high-energy Templar. So, like, this series would probably be over if that double Storm High Templar had cast Storm from the main base. We are going to see a recall being used. Colossus number 1 goes down quickly. Second one as well. And Spirit will force game number 5. Game numero 5. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say that base trading makes 0 sense. I would say what would I say? It's a great question. I'm sure I would say something. It'd be profound. You should be impressed by my verbiage. By my verbiage. Yeah, no, I think the main thing is that not landing those storms, you know, very, very costly. Yeah. Like, that could end up being a series-defining moment where he didn't land the storms in game number 3. Because two storms on that army while the base trade is happening. That is a massive, massive difference. Or just keeping the High Templar alive that have the 2 storms and then not letting Spirit ever into your main. I don't know. I think there's a very good chance it's a 3-0. Very, very good chance. But that's why we play the game out. Mistakes happen. These guys are human. Spawning down in the bottom right, it is Rock Esports Spirit, or the humans. And his opponent, spawning up at the top left, it is Vitality Zown.
Game paused.
The Space Wizards. Okay, yep. Annoying. They made with the wrong... wrong game. Wow, 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 wow. All right. So we're good. We're good going into this one. That is used for cheating? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's not. No, it's not the mod. It's not the mod. It's the maps. It's the maps themselves. There are mods that do that too, though. Same outcome. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Same level of cringe, which is all of it. Total cringe. All right, here we go. Spawning down on the bottom right, it is Spirit for Rock Esports. And his opponent spawning up the top left, it is Vitality Zown. In the red. After game 2, I really did not expect to be in a game 5. But Spirit showing some resilience. Fighting back in a big way. Zown was in a really rough spot in game 4. And he almost clawed it back. Like, there's a couple of moments where if he lands some storms, he's going to be able to hold until Colossus counters up to like 3. Gets up his 5th base cleanly. Gets up a 6th base. +1 armor completes. It's not a great situation. But considering how dead he really was, pretty darn good one. He was one more really good move or good fight away from properly getting back into the game. It is important to remember, though, it is super easy to lose that pivotal High Templar, the one that is the linchpin of your defense. It's easy to forget that, you know, even though you can have 4 storms available for a very early bio push, when you're in the position Zaun was in, your opponent has ghosts, and they're on 2-2, and in that case 3-3 eventually even. And you're really reliant on just one High Templar. It's a lot easier to just get caught out and lose that one thing that's kind of keeping you alive. All credit goes to Spirit, though. He's playing very, very well in this game 3 and 4. Really unpredictable unit movement with the medevacs. It's going to be really interesting. We've got ourselves a 2 mine 4 marine drop with a 2 Hellion run by at the front. Could potentially be an elevator as well. I don't think it's going to be. Oh, hallucination spots this drop. That's big. That's really, really big. Oh, boost is now on cooldown. Oh, nice force field right there. Good usage of the probe to bait out the mine. Doesn't have to lose any mining time. Obviously, losing the probe, you lose the mining time for that, but we don't count that. Pretty good start here for Zaun. He is no doubt going to be going for this very quick Templar Archives once again off this 4-gas setup. Spirit drew down a very quick 3rd command center after the 2nd barracks, interestingly. So he still wants a fast-ish stim, but he wants a juiced economy with it. Now, it's not going to be as fast as if you go 1 barracks, 2 command centers, or command center first into barracks into 3rd CC, or even a barracks tech lab factory 3 CC. But it's still going to be a strong economy. And that is something that can kind of exploit this quick Templar Archives play a little bit. Is that the Protoss is not able to get a super great economy off of this fast 4 gases, this slightly delayed, or in this case, a relatively delayed 3rd Nexus. Only 2 probes for 2 auto turrets. That's not great for Spirit, but he is ahead in workers right now. However, you're going to have to deal with a High Templar. And there is always an opportunity off of a setup like this to just land storms and go for a kill. And that is where this 3rd command center struggles. There's not going to be +1 weapons. Not going to be combat shields. Not unless this gets really delayed by Zaun. Or, of course, unless he just doesn't go for it. But a big opportunity for him to go for it. Nice little snipe on a couple of those Marines with the Blink Stalkers. Oh, yeah, Zaun is adding 2 more gateways. Oh, he's definitely going for it. Where's his Prism? Where be his Prism? Only 3 High Templar initially. There we go. There's a 4th High Templar. Actually has gas for a 5th. Oh, looks like he just wants to fill a Warp Prism. Combat Shields is very close. Same with +1 weapons. We got a couple of bunkers setting up. Man, Spirit is like 15 seconds away from being very ready for this attack. Siege tank's well sieged up. Takes out the Observer. He's way up in supply and in SCVs. He will finish that +1 weapons in the combat shields. Siege tank does pull back, but it's going to re-siege in time for the push. This is a strong defensive setup. We are going to see 1 High Templar going down very quickly. Second one lands a massive set of storms. Oh, Spirit, does he have enough to hold? Prism will get a massive Zealot warp in, but of course, the +1 weapon is going to be very, very good here. Bunkers will help out a lot. Force field on top of the middle of the bunker does nothing. It just looks like a protective little dome. And Zaun, who was up 2-0, in a good position in game 3, all of a sudden now finds himself down in supply, on the verge of being reverse swept. Spirit, what a comeback. What a comeback indeed. Kim Kardashian. We've got the Observer here. Oh, it will give information about where this army was. Oh, that's a nice blink forward, sniping down that medevac. This medevac is, I mean, there's no energy. This army is in some trub, but with a bunker to tank, it's gonna help a lot. There's 1 more High Templar behind this with Storm. He storms the SCVs. They will get hit pretty hard. Wait, where's the counter drop? There was a counter drop. I swear there was a counter drop. Oh my God, was there? Am I crazy? Was there no counter drop? He's gonna lose the command center. Holy crap, what happened? Ghost's not out. Evidently, I caster cursed the crap out of Spirit here. He lost his 3rd CC. He lost a ton of army. He didn't have the medevac juice he needed. And now it is Zaun who is surging forward in this game. Ghost will... Oh, God, you got to get these out of here. You got to get these out of here. Yeah. ICVs. Nope. That is a lot of dead workers. 9 workers for free. Spirit has got to avoid these storms as well. Widow Mines. Oh, blink forward. He almost hit his own stuff. High Templar getting very, or rather, the Prism getting very low on HP. Storms will finally drop out of this Prism. Spirit, though, does manage to snipe the Prism. And there's not a whole lot left for Zaun at the front, but SCVs will need to pull into the fight against the Zealots. Not really what you want. Stalkers targeting down Ghosts. Very nice Stalker target fire. Wow, we're all over the place. Zaun very far ahead in supply in terms of the workers now, and way ahead in economy with that natural command center lifted. But finally, a little counterpunch coming in from Spirit. He's able to find 4 probes. Feedback, though, going to be a big problem for this medevac. It will just park its booty in between this position. Reaper. Uh-oh. Oopsie. That is not what you want to be making. Obviously, that is a misclick. There's a 3rd command center once again. Yeah, the 50 gas right now is expensive. That could be, I mean, that could be most of a good, well, that could be a good part of a Ghost. That could be put towards a Ghost. Oh, the drops on the other side. 1 gets taken down. Spirit forced to retreat. Zaun, where is his vision of that? Oh my God, it's right here. I couldn't even see it. Right here. Drop tries to come back in. It is going to be another base trade, forced out by Spirit. But, oh my God, did he lose the medevacs? No, wait, no, they slipped him. They slipped him. Spirit gave him the slip. Does Zaun just go for the recall? Yes, he does. Because in the main base, Spirit goes right in on top of him. No, Spirit not like this. He's going to lose everything in the main. And now Zound is counterattacking with a lot of Zealot Storm. Spirit, oh, after he forced the recall, he could have gone to a different base. He could have gone somewhere else. Now the Storm lands. It's devastating. And Zound avoids the reverse sweep. Oh, wow, wee, zow, wee. What a turn of events in this one. Those events, they sure did turn. And how? Damn. Insanity. And that is going to bring us to what will be our final series of the day. All day. It is going to be Rogue versus Mana. Let's win. Damn. The big bad wolf. The big bad wolf. Oh, the big bad wolf. All right, 3 minutes of ads. We get set up. Pay up, old man. That was, oh man. That's crazy that we had 2 series where players went up 2-0 and then opponent came roaring back. One of which they completed the reverse sweep. The other one, they were so close. Do I watch any American football? I used to watch actually quite a bit, like 15 years ago, but I really haven't followed in a while. Really have not followed in a while. But I appreciate the craft. All right, Rogue versus Mana. It's going to be the final series of the day. We'll be back tomorrow. Actually, we'll be back in the morning with the SC Evolution, SEL? Yeah, SEL Championship, number 2. That's a $6,000 tournament into a $20,000 tournament. Crazy. Cray. Bum 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 bum. All right. I do need to get some new earbuds, especially for this, because they've slowly just been kind of dying. Very hard to hear what is going on. Oh, pardon me. All right. Is red, which means we put...
Because both starting pitchers are throwing from the exact same spot.
Oh. Copy link. There we go. Studio mode. Go that. And that. Cool, cool, cool. Those links should be working. Okay, it's going to be 5 minutes until the, oh, man. 5 minutes until the game starts. Hey, welcome, Tater Tutor. You're too kind. You're too kind. Oh, man. But yeah, for me, the only sport I really watch right now is esports. No, that's not true. Baseball. Although I don't even really watch it much, to be honest. I mostly follow along. Hydrate. We gotta hydrate. What are we doing? Putting the rest of my points on Mana, though I think Rogue has got this. I really hope Mana cannon rushes him again. Because I don't think Rogue's response to cannon rush is good. I think it's like... I think the execution of it is phenomenal. I think the way he... The decision making, yeah, it's not it. Not it. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. The webcams, for whatever reason, are not switched on yet. I wonder why. Maybe the players are still getting ready. And that would make sense. I will set up the break screens for the rest of the broadcast. Like, after today. For now, we're just like, eh. Meh. Meow. Oh, there we go. We getting rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. We are getting rolling. Doo. Mm-hmm. Reigns of Casimir. Yes. Yes, it was. Does peeing oneself count as hydrating? Here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right. It is Rogue. In the blue, coming in with a 12 pool. And spawning up at the top right of Sandworm, it is Team Liquid's Mana. In the red, sending out a very early probe. If it is a cannon rush, it is going to be a low ground cannon rush. There's going to be a macro cannon rush, but I don't think it will be. We're going to see a gateway coming down. But it will be a forge. Ooh. Despite what a lot of people think. By the way, this will look like a standard play so far to Rogue. Gonna send a drone across the map. Okay, I love this response so far. I love this response so far out of Rogue. So far, this will look like a normal move. But it is not. It is not a normal move out of both players. Oh, he does see the forge. Okay. Where does he put this hatchery? He could block the wall in. Oh, he wants to put it in the main. All right, proxy's not bad either. Ooh, can you full wall this? Does Mana have the money? He does for now. Oh, that is going to be a cancel coming in. Pylon will get targeted. I think he can go after this cannon. I love that rewall on the pylon. Oh, oh no, he canceled the cannon. Oh, Mana, no. Oh, a tragic misclick. Oh my God, Mana, no. He's going to re-wall behind us, but this won't work. This can't work. Oh, Mana, no. Why? He's chronoing out a Zealot. There's a cannon that just completed on the other side of the map. Did it get any kills? No. So didn't even keep the lings out. A Zealot will barely pop out. Barely. But I think it still loses the fight, even to just a couple of lings there. It is a cancel on the pylon. Good job for Mana there. But there's a hatchery done in his main. He will not be able to get a cannon up without putting it in his middle line, basically. Rogue should have this game won. Now, hang on. A world where it's possible for Mana to be alive. He keeps the lings from getting in. Okay, no, he's dead. That's going to be too many lanes getting in. If he walls his front, there's a chance. A very, very small chance, but a chance. Now he loses the Zealot. That means that the pylon cannot be protected. Although Rogue is fighting in the mineral line against probes, which is not what you want to be doing. This pylon is the only thing powering this cannon. Mana must fight for it. It will eventually get taken down by this queen, but a little bit of a misstep. Actually, not a little bit. It is a big misstep from Rogue. Honestly, not killing this pylon. Just dive it. Just kill it now. Kill the pylon now. But, well, he's not going to, which means that the pylon on the other side will complete. If we build one spine, we kill this. It is going to be an Adept chronoed out. The surround on the cannon will be good. Adept, though, will be able to get out and will be able to escape into the main base. Drones. Building a spine crawler would kill this Nexus. Building like 3 spine crawlers would absolutely kill it. He will, Rogue is still going to win this game, surely. There we go. There's a spine crawler starting up. That's a smart move. Smart move. We also have Ling speed on the way. It's mass Ling behind this. There's only 15 drones on the field. Honestly, he can just win this with maybe even without speed. Maybe just with the slowdowns. Mana recognizes what happened. He is going to tap out. But man, oh man. Oh. Would Mana have won the game with that? I don't think so. Would he have held the position? I'm not sure. As it is. Damn. That is so painful. That is so painful for Mana. I'm really sad that the webcams don't seem to be working. Am I crazy? Like, they should be. Rogue took revenge from the EWC. He, well, that was from, what was it called? I remember I casted that series. Actually, I casted both series. That was DreamHack Dallas. Oh, man, that was such a hype series. Webcams work on Comeback TV? What the heck? That is super, super weird. Rogue. I wonder... I ungroup. Okay, well, I am confused. It should be working. Okay, here we go. Spawning down on the bottom left, it is Rogue. Oh. And it's happening again. Spawning up in the top right, it is Mana, and he's cannon rushing once more. I think this is the right call. But I mean, Mana can't... He can't let what happened in the last game happen again. There's going to be Hatch first on the other side of the map. We got a probe surrounded. Ooh, there's a second probe, or a second pylon behind this. Rogue looks around, but he doesn't check the corner. Mana tucks himself in. This is so far away, by the way. This is so far away. Oh, I like that. He locks the drone in. This drone is never going to be enough to deny the cannon. Rogue probably should have realized that and pulled back, but it's not the worst thing in the world. This cannon, I believe, is late enough that... No, it's not actually. The cannon is not... Wait, is it? Yeah, it is late enough. It is late enough. Yeah. No, I did the math wrong. That's late enough that he can cancel it if the hatchery is canceled. But Rogue should not cancel that hatch. Now, what you could do is you could technically wall in the larva. But he would have had to do that beforehand. Mana is popping these gases out. Rogue, of course, not going to be on the most amazing drone count, but it's not terrible. And Mana has a very far way to go with this attack. Oh, what I was going to say is I would love to see larva being targeted by the cannon, and that's exactly what we saw. This time, though, Rogue with a quick morph. You can still deny the egg, but you need a lot of shots because it has so much armor. Okay, we'll get targeted. Would love to see target on the larva once again, but obviously there's a lot happening already. No wall for Mana. Got a Cyber Core at home. Going to be a Stalker being chrono boosted out. Even one Stalker on the other side of the map, it makes things so much more disruptive. We're going to see a target fire on the larva once again. One Ling in the main is annoying. 3 Lings in the main is much, much, much worse. I actually really like this. The only thing is it keeps Mana from expanding for a long time, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Larva once again being targeted down. Good job from Mana. He has handled this proxy hatch. And Rogue's Broodling. Oh my god, on the other side of the map, Slowlings just surrounded a Stalker. That is not supposed to happen. That is not supposed to happen. Rogue's hatchery, even though it didn't get any... well, he got one set of Lings out. Even though it got minimal value, it was not no value. I do like this. This is a much better way of playing against Cannon Rush than Rogue has been doing. I really, really like this. Much, much more than we've been seeing. Oh, that's a Cyber Core. Does he just want the HP? Recall on one of the Stalkers. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Mana's continuing to move forward. Rogue with a lot of money in the bank. He's going to be able to pump out a lot of roaches and then morph in... Actually, not that many Ravagers. He doesn't have that many drones. Only one of them mining off gas. Mana, that has to have been meant to be a gateway, right? It's going to be an Oracle. Okay, Mana just wanted these units in position at home. Overlord. Man, Rogue is still not droning up very much. He's had an opportunity to drone up for a while. Not like massively, but just a few more drones. Like he could have gotten up to 22 drones a while ago and been mining double gas for a long time. It feels like his Ravager defense is still not super well practiced, Rogue Ravager defense, but this might just be enough to break. Creep Tumor is not quite done. Cannon will take down one Ravager. Things are getting heavily thinned out. Another Ravager got targeted down by the cannon. That's good. But I think Mana has maybe lost too much here. We will see an Adept warp in. Cannon is in some trub. Oracle with energy recharge will show up and will be able to help a lot against these Ravagers. Hope Mana gets pushed away off the Ravagers and immediately switches to the drones. But this is looking very, very good for Rogue. Very good. Nice hold position for Mana. He is up 10 workers, and he's building his own Nexus. As crazy as this sounds, if... Oh my god, the stasis! Oh! Mana, no. No. I was just going to say, if he keeps all of his Oracles alive with the economic position, I actually think I like this for Mana. Because Rogue can't actually counterattack. Not really. Not with Oracles out. Oh, if Rogue gets these Ravagers away, this is kind of a lucky break for him, honestly. Oh, man, if Mana had saved that high energy Oracle, this would be so much better. Oh, this does get tracked down. Nice job for Mana using the Oracle splits. Hey, even recognizes the Ling right here, uses the last bit of that Oracle energy before switching off the Pulsar Beam. I think I still maybe like this for Mana. Oh, unless he loses another Oracle. Okay. Oh. Okay, he's fine. Yeah, Rogue doesn't have a third hatch. This is... I actually think this is better for Mana. Blink is already on the way. I don't think a Void Ray is necessary. Yeah, Rogue doesn't have any amazing tech. Mana's got Blink. Got +1 weapons, nearly done. If Mana elects to go straight into +2 attack, he will have a very quick timing for +2 weapons with... honestly, he might have +2 weapons done by the time he decides to go for a 3-base push if we see the game kind of go that way. And I wonder if that was the game plan from the beginning. It may not have been... Sorry. The game plan once he realized it was going to turn into a bit of a macro game. Ooh, Lings really want this cancel. Probes are going to try and keep this alive. Oracles are very far out of position, but there's not that many Lings, and the probes are actually putting in work. Oh, it's going to be very close. Oh, he's holding on. He's holding on. He keeps it alive. Oh, my God. Mana with the nerves of steel. That dropped to single digits. Oh, wow. The battle probes. The battle probes right there. Absolute insanity. Multiple of these probes have multiple kills. Apparently none of the ones I can click on, but they do, I assure you. Oh my God, Mana, what a showing right there to recognize he would be able to keep that alive. Maybe a little lucky, but sometimes you make your own luck. And now the counterattack on the other side of the map going to be able to get so much done. This game is over. Mana will make it happen in game number 2 off the back of a very weird game. Rogue didn't drone up enough early. That's what it was. He didn't drone up enough early. He didn't crush this early enough. And then he didn't drone behind it particularly well either or secure a third base. Even if Mana gets held at this point, there's no way Rogue can realistically win this game. Got 6-gate Blink. We do have +1 melee, and the Oracles are out of energy. The Void Ray is out of position, but as long as he gets the hatchery, which he absolutely will. Yeah, Prismatic Alignment going to get popped. The Stalkers blink forward after a good stasis trap. And with Rogue getting, well, I mean, he's got another base. Nah, this is still way too much. Way too much. Little F2, unfortunately, from Mana does save this Overlord for Rogue, but yeah, this is still cooked for Rogue here. Rogue is absolutely cooked. God, I cannot believe this Nexus survived. Insanity. Did he go after it again? I think he might have done. Mana did sack one of his Oracles during the main fight, but totally fine. I think you kill the Spore first there. The Spore is far more likely to get away if you... Yeah, he gets it anyways. Blinks forward. Stasis Trap going to cover the Stalkers. Very nice move from Mana. And now there's a force field keeping the Lings of Rogue from actually getting through easily. They do as Mana kind of moves away from it, but it's still going to be way too much to handle. I know I called this a while ago, but I know what this apply means. The soup in this case is not flying at all. Rogue is coping, but the soup is not flying. The soup is telling the truth. I'm impressed that Rogue cleans this up, but Yeah, it's economy. It's a game of economies. Mana has an excellent one. Rogue has a non-existent one. I shouldn't say non-existent. He's on 25 drones, but it's only minerals. And Mana did get that +2 weapons done. Actually going to be pretty nice against these stalkers. Not necessarily any magical breakpoints, but just lots of damage. Lots of damage. And there it is. GG Mana. Evens the series of 1 apiece. That was super sick. Mana, yeah, Mana doing well. Does Mana do it a third time? I would. I would. There's no way Rogue is not tilted after that. And he was planning, I'm pretty sure, to go after this, you know? Like he was planning to knock Mana away from doing this setup. Okay, we're gonna try browser source again. Red player. Yeah, I don't know why these don't work. Womp womp. Man, if I'm Rogue, I'm tilted off the face of the planet at this point. I am so tilted. All right, here we go. Spawning down on the bottom left. It is Rogue. In the blue. And his opponent spawning up the top left for Team Liquid. It's Mana. In the red. That is... Oof. Is a frustrating way to lose. There's no doubt about it. It is going to be a gateway, though. And Rogue, he's going to get hatch blocked. It's entirely possible Mana just wanted to be like, you know what? I'm knocking you off your game. But it's going to be the proxy hatch once again. Proximity hatch. It be me. Back at it again with a proximity hatch. Hi-de-di-de-do. Mana, will he respond to this in any meaningful way? Not yet. Not yet. You do want to keep your opponent from getting this hatchery at home, for sure. Very important that Mana blocks this. And he knows that. And he drops the pylon. He's just going to go Gate Cyber. If you do this, then I think Rogue just once again lets the hatch finish. But unlike the previous game, you won't have a cannon to easily deny the larva and eggs. This could be rough. This could be rough for Mana if Rogue lets this finish, which once again I would like to see him do. There's even a chance we see a Queen pop out and Creep Tumors drop down. Now, those are not the death sentences necessarily that they could be. It is going to be a Zealot. We did not see a Chrono on it, I don't think. Am I crazy? We might have. Okay, there we go. Now he Chronos. Oh, no, the Stargate. Oh, God. Ah, that's super awkward for Mana. The creep got here. The creep got here. Do you see Ling speed starting up? Zealots. I would love to see hold position. If you put them on hold position, they'll swipe on cooldown any units that are close by. It's just going to be an Overlord out of Rogue, by the way. He just goes for the Lings. Gets into the main base. Oh, he's going to kill a probe. That's a dead probe. Boom. Nice job from Rogue. Take from Mana. It may not seem like a big deal, but killing a probe it's a lot at this point. They're both still on one base. Well, actually, Rogue's got his second base up, but Mana's only on one Nexus. Okay, I was going to say, very important we pull back. So we don't lose more HP than we need to, because the counterattack's going to need to get some value. Rogue will just let the... Oh, no, he actually will let the... will save this larva. Funnily enough, it's basically just adepts that cannot kill eggs from this HP. They do so little damage versus armored. And these are massively armored larvae. And they don't attack super fast either. They're meant to be a relatively high damage per attack unit. Oh, this is a cute little move here from Rogue, but Mana will pull the probe away. Oracle is going to be able to save this, and he gets the Nexus down. Fortunately, he does still lose the probe. On the other side of the map, the Zealot's actually getting an unpleasant welcome. Bit of a janky wall here from Mana. Warp Gate should barely come online just in time for this. Rogue is already even in work. Actually, he's already ahead by a worker. This is terrible for Mana right now. He needs to find so much damage to have any chance in this game. Now, these two adepts are going to find some value, but on the other side, it's the Lings getting in. They will actually get cooked super hard. Oh, wow. Probe pull is very effective. That is so many dead Lings for just one probe. Did the adept shade out? They did. Ooh, I like this. He's going to shade to this position. Rogue is not droning. Why is Rogue refusing to drone? Rogue. Hello? He doesn't realize how far ahead he is. That is the only explanation. Energy recharge is available for Mana once again. Rogue is pumping so many Lings. Oh, but these energy recharged oracles are moving away. Well, this is not good for Mana. The adept will die. Okay, Revelation comes in. There are Lings on the other side of the map, but there's a unit in the wall. Rogue. I mean, he's still in a good position. Don't get me wrong. But feels like he could have just droned up pretty, like, a lot faster. Nah, he's still able to get value out of the Lings. He's still in such a good position. No matter how you paint it. As long as he didn't literally just commit to Lings and lose them all to, like, adepts choked up and an energy recharged oracle. Now, there is a small but significant problem for Rogue. That is that Mana's gone into charge. And +1 melee Lings are not great against +1 Zealot with charge. But it's got a Roach Horn on the way. Yeah, Rogue could already be on like 60 drones right now. 66 drones, easily. Seems like he kind of tunneled himself into attacking. 4 drones do get sniped down there. Oh, Stasis Trap. Okay, good. This time he cancels it. Good job for Mana, not losing that Oracle. Such an important unit in PvZ. Mana playing a little bit hero-like today. Not that Hero's a cannon rusher, but just very wild and hyper aggro. Ooh. Rogue is going to be going for an Overlord speed play. Roach speed, Overlord speed. Now, charge lots are traditionally not necessarily the best against roaches, but they can be quite good at defending an attack like this. Now, it's going to be up to Rogue to recognize, oh, you know, I need to wait. But it's actually Mana who is going to reveal these zealots with the run by, and the roaches will be here. You have a queen getting sniped, but it's going to be... it's not going to be super worth it. Now that this has been revealed, this is quite awkward for Mana. Rogue, oh, he's going to be able to get through. Yes, he does. That's a wraparound on this Stalker. He decides to just run by completely. Let's see a couple of Lings slip off to the natural. That's exactly what we do see. The probe pull is very good, even with the +1 melee. Not that many probes dying. This is... It could have been a lot worse for Mana. But it is an all-in behind this. That was a lot of lost mining time for Mana. I do believe Rogue, with the push, with the advantage he's gotten, should just be able to walk right through the Polish Protoss player. There is the queen drop behind this. Creep already being dropped out. And Oracle's there, gonna die. At least one of them does. Queens all have transfuse. One of them does elect to drop a creep tumor, though. Cannon's trying to come in. We have Storm. We have +2 on the way. We have too much tech that Mana simply cannot afford. And it's a little bit of an ambush at the top of the ramp. That's a very nice Storm, I might add. But do you have more than that? Do you have more Storms available? He's got 2 more. That was a cute little ambush, actually, from Mana. Like, really nice. But yeah, the supplies are, even with it, a lot of it being in roaches. Well, unless Rogue absolutely gets pummeled by storms. Rogue is being quite careful, though. Quite careful. He's going to slowly, methodically kill off the third. And then we'll go into the natural, charging forward. He will just blast through here. Storms are decent. Last one, even pretty good. But, yeah. Not really a world where Mana gets, or Rogue gets cleaned up without Mana taking crippling damage. The Zealot Warpin plus this additional Storm, maybe? Is pretty good. Pretty good out of Mana. He's got +2 weapons. These are 0/0 Roaches and Ravagers. Mana is good at the little micro tricks, the little moves to optimize these units, little adjustments to his lines. Unfortunately, without Blink, it is quite difficult to keep these units alive. However, he is going to be able to keep this one Archon alive. That one Stalker that should have died with 4 kills ends up actually staying alive. And Rogue does overextend a little. Could have backed away and saved a lot of his units. But, I mean, if there's a small chance, it is now. That is a lot of High Templar. They did get energy recharged. We don't have a War Prism, do we? No, we don't even have a Robo. So it's going to be reinforcements across the map running over creep. There's not even a low ground pylon that is a fast warp just yet. Rogue should still be able to defend this no problem. Oh. Well, if Mana kills all these drones, that would be pretty nice, especially if he can get back up the ramp and have these roaches only attacking from one side. There's nothing really to deal well with the roaches. Storms are great, and they're really good storms. But it is not going to be enough here. Mana now down almost 100 supply. He killed a fair number of drones. Well, this was cute. This was cute. If he didn't just lead his opponent to it, it could have been very cute. Although I think Rogue saw it with the Overlord anyways, so I don't think it would have mattered. Also, Rogue is still spreading creep with this creep tumor that was dropped from forever ago. Very nice little move. Mana. Biding his time. I mean, he knows. He's got to know. Rogue knows too, and he's just gonna say, all right, you don't have enough. I can just attack, move through here. I don't need to worry about your storms. Not anymore. We'll take game numero 3. This one. This many. Be a 4-minute break as per Comeback TV. Don't call it a comeback. But I want to. Great stuff there out of Rogue. Great stuff. Even with the maybe committing to a few too many lings, it was still just fine. Just fine. Just fine. And I do apologize to the folks on YouTube. Unfortunately, the stream got broken up. Is it possible for me to stitch 2 videos together on YouTube? Because if I could do that, that would be really nice. That would be really, really nice. I feel like there's not. I feel like they didn't bother with that, because that would be some wild tech. Is still Saturday in Europe? Did you know it's September? Where Dave Sellout at? Is it September already? Does it count as September already? I know that they said it's starting soon, but I thought it doesn't start until September actually happens. Also, welcome special. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, I need to pin this. Yes, there we go. Yeah, I got an email about September, and they were like, it's September. But I just assumed it started, in September. Do you remember? Wondershare Uniconverter lets you combine bids, but it costs a little something. No, I wouldn't do anything that was like... Oola. Hey, thank you, Shu, for the tier 1 resub at 14 months. Good guy special. Good guy, Shu. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that. Look at this guy. Helping us out. We appreciate it. We appreciate the Juanito. Blue. This is super weird. Why is the Video Ninja link not work now? Oh. Do I need to give it refresh cache of current page? What browser are you using? This is... It shouldn't be a browser issue. It's... I say shouldn't, but who knows? It's probably when the encoder crashed, it just caused something to do like a weird feedback situation. Hmm. Well, what can you do? We'll figure it out later. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top left. It is Rogue in the blue. Okay. Oh, and we've got the cannon rush. This is a brutal cannon rush spot here on Maganatha. And spawning down to the bottom right, it is Mana for Team Liquid. He's cannon rushing. He's got the hold. And by hold, I mean he's got him in that brutal cannon spot. Rogue gonna pull enough drones to block out the sun. But this feels very bad right now. It is a 12 pool. Oh, and the probe does die. This cannon... Hang on, where's the other probe? He had another probe. He had another probe. Lings... Wait a minute, what? Lings are just going to get sent right across the map. Mana will build a cannon, but it's not going to be up right away. Oh, he needs to wall. He needs to wall. He doesn't realize it. He is sending this probe across. There is another one that's here. Okay. Gateway starts up. Yeah, he's fine. Mana is fine. He will lose another probe, which is actually... That's a pretty big deal, actually. 3 probes have died. No drones have died. Cancel this pylon if you are so inclined. Mana... Why is his worker count so low? Building the Nexus. Oh, wow. What a jank wall out of Mana. He put the cannon in a bad spot. And now has just turned this into, like, a really hideous wall. But you can fix it with a pylon out here. I think Rogue is ahead again. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. I think Rogue is ahead again. Oh my god, the cannon doesn't hit the hatch. Wise decision still to take the base at the other position. Oh, Zealot is in a little bit of trouble, but it will retreat back. Wise decision to take the base another position because, of course, you don't want to have to commit units to killing that cannon, which, if you didn't, you will not have access to this mineral line. So it's still a good decision from Rogue to do that. Yeah, Rogue is, like, actually, I would say, far ahead. Both queens should go to clean this up. We're going to see a round of 8 lings. With the lings that are already on the field for Rogue, that's enough to clean this up. Rogue can just kill the cannon. Look at that. He was trying to kite an immobile structure there for a moment. Oh, Adept. Oh my god, it's surrounded and killed. Oh, this is looking so good for Rogue right now. Oh, this is so good for Rogue. The worst thing Rogue could actually do would be to not kill this cannon before the Oracle arrives, which is actually what's maybe going to happen. Oh, Rogue. Oh, okay. We've already made it so that it would be better if we had just gone after this. Oracle will get a kill on a queen, but oh man, one hit away. Hide. Please. Stop these. Finally, we're going to see this pylon getting finished off, and the Lings will clean up the cannon. It's cost inefficient, maybe. But, I mean, honestly, even if you lose 6 Lings, it's actually not necessarily cost inefficient. Mana does get supply blocked with the loss of those 2 pylons, by the way. That is something he was not super prepared for. Rogue definitely still using what many people would consider to be an outdated style of dealing with Cannon Rush, but a better version than what he did before when he played Mana the first time. Now, Double Oracle does find that low HP Queen. Took so much damage from, oh my god, from the cannon. Did kill it as well as a couple of drones, but once again, Rogue is in a really good position. Mana's Nexus at the 3rd is so late. By the time Mana gets up an actual economy, an actual 3-base economy, Rogue could and should be on a minimum of 66 drones, if not like 70 plus. Which obviously unlocks a lot of tech. You know, you can play Roach Hydra off 72 plus drones and have a pretty strong setup. You can go into Hive with the 4th base done and get your 7th and 8th gases. You can stay on 66 drones and go for a massive attack. But the big deal, the big problem is that, yeah, Mana's going to have trouble scaling with his opponent. Even as he finds a kill on a queen, yeah, he will. Not bad. Still not going to be enough. Two drones did go down as well, and another queen actually gets baited out. Oh, no, don't lose the Oracle. Oh my god, Mana has been playing so on the edge with these Oracles, and it's actually started to claw him back into this game. Rogue, though, look at the money he's floating. He's got so much money for Roaches and Hydras. He is floating a ridiculous amount of cash, as Chaboy Harston would say. Things will find a singular probe on the other side of the map. Nice little nuisance pick. Obviously, those kind of things are always good. Always a good little play. Once again, this is our possibly last game of the day. 5th base going to be started up here. We got the Infestation Pit on the way. Could be a Hive upgrade coming in behind that in order to unlock those Lurker upgrades. Also a Hydra Speed. Should see the Hydra range upgrade coming shortly. Oh, Overseer looking for this Observer. But the Observer actually did turn around, so good job from Mana to recognize that the Hydras were kind of like hip to his plan, hip to his moves. Mana getting into the late game at all is, I mean, that would be a win for him. Definitively. We'll see if Rogue actually properly lets him. Rogue does add on a 2nd Evo chamber. Surprised he hasn't started up the +2 missile yet. That would obviously be, if he's planning to go double Evo, I mean, you really want that +2 missile. It does take a little bit longer. You want it started up right away. Even if it's +2 missile and +1 melee, obviously you want that started as soon as possible. I do think double Evo is necessary if you're going to try and play actual late game. Although there are kind of levels to it as well. Rogue does fire up 11 more drones as he secures his 9th and 10th gases in this game. We like the position on this one little spine here. No evil or no spore crawler at this base. Gonna be quite a problem with 4 oracles on the map. The foracle, as I like to say. Oh, lurkers. Well, one of them does get forced. Well, they all get forced away. One of them taking a little bit of damage here. Mana will complete his +2 weapons before Rogue gets in there. Oh, thing run by into the natural. Going to be able to find a few probes. Mana, it's a little slow on the reaction time there. But obviously he is, this is a high stress situation for him. He knows that if he loses this game, he is out. You do not want to get caught out of position by the lurkers like he might be. And in fact, High Templar getting surrounded. This is going to be big. 2 of them going down very quickly there. Ooh, big stasis trap on the right side, though. That could be a bit of a saving grace for Mana, but he is really hurting here. Storms do land on the High Templar and, pardon me, on the lurkers and the Hydras. Storms are... they're a little bit all over the place. That one from the backside was good. Oracle does go down. How many are left? 2 of the 4. There's not actually a lot of lurkers here, but with only 2 immortals, do you really want to pick a fight here? The thing is, he needs to. Charge is about to complete, but it's not done just yet. There we go. Now the Zealots will zip and zoom. Tempest transition. Optimistic, to say the least, but it is coming through. Charge loss on the other side of the map are going to be a little bit disruptive. Mana really needs to dislodge his opponent. Oh, let's lose that one. Tempest. Now the Oracle's trying to find the defenseless lurkers. They are not defenseless by any means. Mana supply is dipping hard. Observer gets taken out. The Oracle gets taken out. There's no detection, and GG will get called. Rogue takes the game and the series here. Well done indeed. Well done indeed. That was just a series that was all over the place. Absolutely all over the place, start to finish, I would say. Well done by Rogue. Takes it down, clutches it out. Mana, though, definitely created some opportunities for himself, and that game 2 was very impressive. Game 1, I mean, if that cannon doesn't get canceled, this could be a completely different series. Completely different series. But as it stands, we have 4 players now advancing to the main bracket, to the main group stage. We've got... who was it? It was Showtime, Young, Down, and Rogue. I think most people would say at least 3 of those were the favorite. The big surprise for me on the day, well, actually, a couple surprises, I would say. First surprise, Ryung 3-0ing Gumiho and doing it in a way that felt like Gumiho was just kind of outclassed today. And then, actually, no, 3 surprises. Cham going up 2-0 over Showtime and very nearly taking him down. And then Spirit almost reverse sweeping Down. Almost reverse sweeping him. But Zound was able to hold on and was able to get the dub. Is it 3-1? It is indeed 3-1. Yes. Why don't lurkers do friendly fire? Mostly because they would be a garbage unit that no one would ever make. They would be completely useless. But it does make sense. If we're being honest, from a lore perspective, lurkers wouldn't make sense to not friendly fire. Thank you much, Napolkashan, by the way, for the tier 1 resub at 30 months. Very much appreciated. Feel like tomorrow is more unpredictable. Shin versus Creator, Hero Marine versus Trigger, Bunny versus Skillis, and Lambo versus Estrella. Lambo versus Estrella should be a really fun match. Should be a lot of fun. All right, that is gonna do it for me, and then Bane should friendly fire. I mean, if we're going by like logical sense, there's then a lot of things you gotta say should happen. But yeah, would not make a crazy amount of sense. Because, well, once again, then stuff would just be super garbage. Lurkers just burrow in different depths. There you go. They just have a dynamic understanding of how to burrow. All right, we're gonna we're gonna call it a day. What we're gonna do. Empress Lily streaming. Who else streaming? We will be back tomorrow starting at 8 a.m. once again. I'm going to be resting very shortly because it's been a long day for me. Long day for me off limited sleep. I may stream from the studio tomorrow. But yeah, we're going to be starting off with... what you call it? When are we going to ask them to play Red Alert 2? I am not going to be able to play Red Alert 2 right now. I do want to, but it's, yeah, unfortunately too long of a day. And I am going to be spending some time with a fiance. Fiance fast. Important. Important IMO. All right. Thank you very much for the support, for tuning in. It was allowing him to finish not requesting it. Oh, true. Lily, I'm certain, would contain appreciate a good raid. Yeah, we can do that, actually. We can do that. I do like Empress Lily. She's chill. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll raid up Empress Lily. We raided up Jason last time, so good to do that. Sturm got. Oh. All right. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.